Kris Tyson has lost everything. Uh-oh. Remember Kris Tyson? This is a crazy period of time.
Massive day for the unemployed. Whatever happened to Kris Tyson? Since the whole Shadman debacle, it's been pretty much radio.
Wasn't Shadman like a pedo lolly artist or something? Like, if I'm wrong about that, I apologize. But that's just what I heard. Yeah? Oh. Oh. Not good, huh?
Silent until in late 2025, Neon apparently saw Kris working in a movie theater.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi!
Is that from Mr. Beast?
That is... No, that's not Mr. Beast.
That's him.
No way, that's actually...
No way, for real?
Which brings us to our question. Whatever happened to Kris?
Bro, who knows
Kris
that's actually
Tyson.
who it
Why
is?
Kris Tyson will soon be a nightmare for Mr. Beast, and the response was overwhelmingly negative.
Absolute psychopathic behavior, bro. Have some shame and decency before you fucking put out a video like this.
Sunny V2 was vindicated. I think
He was right all along. He was.
knew.
Kris did make these bizarre jokes about Jimmy being female, making him incredibly uncomfortable.
Oh my god, Jimmy, look, they drew you. Jimmy, they drew you so well.
Brother,
That's just the tip of the iceberg for Kris Tyson.
I started taking HRT and like I was amazed. Like after 2-3 weeks, I just started having a mental clarity.
Clarity so powerful it transferred to Chris's kid. Mad weird.
Instead of focusing on why Sonny made the video, people focused on his comments about Chris's personal choices.
I feel like the implication of that sentence is go back. Actually, don't explore what makes you happy. Don't do what you want to do.
The thing is that people like Ludwig and Hassan are never going to they're never going to acknowledge that a huge percentage of the population are uncomfortable with trans people. They're never going to acknowledge this because it's not financially beneficial. Like, and to Ludwig's credit, he doesn't talk about any political shit at all now, right? So it's not like he's trying to play both sides anymore. He just tries to not be part of the game, which is respectable. But back then he did, and he got a lot of hate for it, which was, I think, deserved. Because you can't play both sides of this game and be like, oh, I'm not political, but I always have all the right opinions, right? Like, that's fucking cringe as shit. So, the truth is, like, a lot of people don't like the trans shit. They don't. You can be okay with it. That's fine. But you got to understand that, like, if you have a global, especially global audience, right? That's a different situation. It is. It's a totally different situation.
I still remember when someone said this dude would hide a bite in a zombie apocalypse, and it still rings true to today.
Damn.
This is getting absurd. Kris isn't my nightmare, he's my friend. Things are fine. All this transphobia is starting to piss me off.
Extremely transphobic and disgusting.
People were pushing this transphobia thing on Sunny V2 very hard back in the day. That doesn't change the fact.
Well, the thing is that, like, if being, saying somebody's transphobic doesn't mean that they're wrong. Like, if enough, like, you could say, like, for example, you can say the Middle East is homophobic, but if you want to release Brokeback Mountain in Saudi Arabia, you're not going to have a good opening box night. Right? I mean, that's it. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you could call people names and words all you want, but it's not going to rewrite reality.
That back then, Kris destroyed his marriage for this.
Wasn't one of our 52 genders.
There's also this YouTube channel people are
That's it?
speculating is Kris Tyson, which says this isn't a real account to Ava Kris Tyson.
Who knows?
It's weird for an account that is not Kris Tyson posting about, you know, Chris's son.
We're trans girls. We be yapping.
Yo, trans girls be yapping?
That's not a trans girl thing.
What the f? And then Kris went to hang out with, like, Boblax or something. I didn't even realize Kris...
Isn't that fat retard that made videos talking and complaining about me? That's a fat retard that was talking shit about me, wasn't it? There's a lot of them, so it's hard to keep track of all of them, but I think he's one of them. Yeah, and now, oh, that's right, because he was complaining that people, so that's right. So he was mad that people didn't make videos making fun of me. And then I said that if he did one, I would watch it on my stream, and then he never did. And then I said I was going to watch a hate video about him that was 40 minutes long, but I was busy and I didn't have time. I never watched it. I got to watch it one of these days. We're going to have to watch that. It was an internet anarchist video, I believe. We're going to watch that. He's a fat retard, by the way. Something happened at VidCon, Vobox went crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens. You turn into a fat retard.
Said this, but this is more dog wish like that somehow trans and GNC folks aren't safe around kids. Tucker begs me to come back when I leave for like 2 days to film. He is so loved and happy. I still think putting your male child in heels is abusive, though. I mean, this...
I think putting a kid like that in heels... It's the kind of thing that if this is the only point on the graph, I'm not going to try to draw a line with it. But it's like the other stuff, like, it's just, you know what I mean? It's weird, right? If that was the only thing that somebody ever did that was weird, nobody would even worry about it. It's the other stuff and the trend.
Case is so cut and dry today, but I still remember it was a good week before people like Ludwig and even Critical said anything about Kris or Kris Tyson, if you will.
Because people are afraid of going against the manufactured consensus that everybody's on board with people being trans. That's why a lot of big creators don't want to say it. You think about how much hate I get for saying what I say. Most people don't want to step into that. And I respect that, by the way. Like, the only thing I don't respect is people that want to have political opinions, but they don't want to actually, like, be held accountable for them. So, like, whenever, like, Ludwig was, like, doing these videos, and then, like, he would be, like, trying to always have the PC opinion on things, like, or Pokimane doing this, like, I always hated the way that people would act that way. I really didn't like that. But, like, if you just simply don't want to get involved in social issues, that's fine. But, like, if you do, only whenever it's, like, a general consensus thing, I think it's, like, super cringe.
Only get worse as more evidence of Ava talking inappropriately with minors came out, which...
Oh. That's bad. That's really bad. I didn't... What?
Get worse as more evidence of Ava talking inappropriately with minors came out, which turned some people's attention away from Ava and towards Mr. Beast. The controversy was massive.
What is Unk even posting now?
Saying that her past tweets and actions were just edgy jokes and that she had decided to step away from the Mr. Beast company for good.
And then I remember Mr. Beast hired independent investigators to look at his company.
Oh my god, I forgot all about this. Holy damn. Why are you propagating rage over old drama instead of addressing a new James Charles accusations? Do you actually care about protecting children? There's new James Charles accusations? What is this here? I'm gonna pull you up. You're getting pulled up in the middle of a video. The shark thing is funny. So you've come into my chat on a regular basis and you've cried around like a little bitch. I know what you're doing. You're being sarcastic and weird. I know what you're doing. It's obvious. You're getting banned. You're getting banned for this. Why do you do this? I mean, you've been coming in the chat for a bit, right? Let's go treat the same energy for Pirate. Like, this is always somebody, always fighting, always arguing. Is it Destiny? Destiny is, I don't think Destiny is a banned word, is it? I don't know. So this is, so you don't like what I'm saying politically. What are you upset about? I don't know how you didn't get banned, honestly. We gotta get the mods on point and get these people out of chat. Don't tell me you've been coming in here chirping and now you get pulled up and you don't have anything to say. Don't tell me that you did that. Don't tell me you're doing this again, are you? You're not weaseling out of explaining yourself, are you? Because that'd be weird if you were. That's so weird. That's wow. Has anyone responded back today? No, actually, like no. There was that one guy that was like, he was normal, right? He was all right. But like, damn, man, like it's always weird whenever these people will do this, isn't it? It's so weird whenever they will do this. They always have something to say, but they never want to say it.
Company, anyway, and they apparently found no wrongdoing.
And the results of this investigation alleged that there was nothing wrong happening at the company.
Here's a funny thing about third-party private investigations. They do not have the power of discovery. So that means that if somebody doesn't produce the data and the information to the company, then the company and the investigator can't make a decision based off of that. So every third-party investigation, like, it's better to have one than not, but I wouldn't look at it as a case open and closed situation. I would not. Because people present and people volunteer evidence rather than evidence being surrendered.
Concept of investigating yourself to me sounds flawed, but I digress.
Which got Mr. Beast a ton of backlash for obvious reasons.
No way! The guys you paid found you innocent.
While Mr. Beast did remove Ava from his channel once the controversy went public, many people started believing that Mr. Beast would do anything to protect his own image. Which he did.
To be honest, I didn't really think too much of it because we just had like a lot of anime posters and things up and it was an animated character.
In my opinion, this was one of the most damn...
Wait a minute. I didn't think much of it. We had a bunch of anime pictures up, anime characters. And then at the beginning of the video, you brought up Shadman. Am I putting two on top of two here?
Things about the whole Mr. Beast case. They had this freaky poster in their room, and Mr. Beast himself was even looking at it. Now I'm questioning my own eyes, because some people are saying this is not Kris.
Why is he...
Was even looking.
I don't think that... I mean, that doesn't... Like, it's like super hard to see. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with having a poster like that on. Like, I mean, I don't know. It doesn't look like a kid. I mean, I can barely see it, but like, it doesn't look immediately bad.
Looking at it. Now I'm questioning my own eyes.
It just looks like your usual, like, typical anime gooner shit, right? I mean, I don't know.
Because some people are saying this is not Kris.
Why is he... Why is he working at it?
That's not Kris.
Is that really it?
Is it?
Having a photo like that in your house is still effing weird.
Okay, pause. Why does this YouTube narrator guy
I just wish I was able to see the photo.
Another member of Ava's
I don't know.
Discord server came forward
I guess
with...
maybe I shouldn't say that if it's like a weird thing, but like I have to see the photo and like really make a decision.
New allegations against her and Mr. Beast.
Kris Tyson from Mr. Beast used me, manipulated me, and did very inappropriate things with me while I was about 15 years old.
Okay, now we can stop thinking about a picture. This matters a little bit more, right?
More evidence coming out, Ava's reputation was slowly disintegrating one leaked chat at a time. The release of these chat logs were controversial, as Nathan's character came into question with people alleging that many of his claims were false. Regardless, the chat logs were real, as were the many inappropriate things Ava shared with minors on there.
Oh my God.
We straight up had the Epstein files before the Epstein files.
But when it comes to Sunny V2, many people agree that he was right about Mr. Beast.
While in retrospect, Sunny was right, let's not go ahead and pretend he had the Goyball Palantir and he was this all-seeing deity that could knew.
Well, he actually did. I mean, because all you have to do is do a temperature check on what people globally think about trans people. It's not good, by the way. It's bad. And so, big surprise, a lot of people didn't look at it and see it the same way. Yeah, it's that simple.
Was going on.
The Kris Tyson situation could become a complete disaster for Mr. Beast's brand. Kris began to display increasingly feminine traits, making tweets such as, "I finally got my nails done at a nail tech." His Twitter photos kept insinuating that Kris was becoming more feminine, with this same kind of look showing up in his Mr. Beast appearances.
Of course, this next part's funny, so brace yourselves.
While others even made the claim that Carl had turned him gay.
It was all Carl's fault. He turned him gay. You know what? Maybe he did have the Goyball after all.
It's not, you don't need to be a wizard to understand that the only reason why you have such acceptance for trans stuff in like media now is because it's forced on people. I remember seeing a like a study or like a survey where like 78% of people or something like that said that the viewpoints that they expressed about gender identity did not reflect what they actually felt about gender identity. This is a massive manufactured consensus. Most people don't agree with this. Most people don't think this is the same thing. So you didn't, but like the problem is that this is forbidden information. You're not allowed to say this or notice this or acknowledge this. But it doesn't change the fact that, like, if you do this, you're going to have this outcome.
Fans also noticed that he'd removed his wedding ring, with the ring's absence correlating perfectly with the very first post in which he'd painted his nail.
His wife is based. She's like, I wanted a husband, I'm out. Or, you know, was based because they're divorced.
Kris went from lighting campfires and raising a family with his beautiful wife to now trying to be a wife with his man buns and long nails.
Oh my god, I didn't even notice this, but look at the body language, it's brutal. And I'm not making this video out of hatred. I have no ill will towards Kris Tyson or anything of that sort. In fact,
I mean, like, if you're talking to minors on the internet from a position that your friend gave you, I think that that's something that I'd be negative about. I think that's pretty bad, especially if you're trying to dress up your toddlers in women's clothing after you're now identifying as a woman. Like, I think that's really bad. Like, that's, like, super bad. That's, like, CPS bad. Like, obviously, these are allegations, so, like, I don't want to go ham on them, but I mean, that's real. Like, I mean, like, what the fuck, right?
I more so feel pity, mostly for Kris Tyson's son, though.
Yeah, there goes a father figure the kid won't ever be able to look up to. Hard times create strong men create good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. Weak man times.
Joe Rogan, quote, got 82,000 likes in...
The reason why the Joe Rogan ass tweet got 82,000 likes is because it's true. That's the reason why. Is that a lot of cliches or like stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason. Cliches are cliches for a reason.
I know I'm going to be a great parent, and so is every other person who puts the love of their child before everything. I made this decision because I wanted to show up as my best and happiest self for him. In a way, this was for Tucker.
See, that'd be a lot easier to believe if we didn't already know that.
I became transsexual for my son. Okay.
Kris was a addicted freak.
It's never too late to start being yourself, which received praise from Mr. Beast.
I didn't know even YouTube chimed into this.
Kris likely believes
this was a whole thing where, like, everybody was part of this social contagion, where, like, nobody could have an opinion, and every big brand was, like, forcing this ideology. This is, like, what I was saying before about how woke ideology would not be possible without capitalism. Like, if you look at, for example, Russia, China, Saudi Arabia, all of the countries that really aren't very capitalist, none of them are woke. They're not even remotely close to being woke. Capitalism enables wokeness. If you didn't have capitalism, none of this garbage would be happening. It would have never even been allowed to happen.
People will slowly adapt to his new appearance over time, but is this really going to happen?
No. Everyone has changed their perception about Jimmy.
And it's just my clickbait video calling him broke.
I'm always a defender of Jimmy. I think that Mr. Beast is great. I think that he gets so much unnecessary hate. I do. I think it's completely unfair.
Sunny V2 was, in fact, right about Mr. Beast.
I was like bone chilling.
It's not
cold,
just because
dude.
he
This
sent
was
me
the solution
candy.
Sunny provided Jimmy
But
for
it
the
helped.
Ava issue.
The only clean solution, should things go south, might be for Kris to resign himself, and even then rumors and bad press will be unavoidable.
Which is quite scary in how close to reality Sunny's prediction hit.
Even though Sunny never dove into the weird stuff, it's no denying that his video did sort of age like fine wine.
Yeah, it did.
So Mr. Beast's friend,
yeah.
he's been caught talking to kids, trying to children. Surprise, surprise. Didn't see that one coming.
He didn't see this one coming.
Oh, man. Let me guess. The next frame is going to be a Spider-Man meme.
Either. Looking at the Kris Tyson
Actually
channel,
not.
it's a sad sight. The dislikes are insane, and all the comments are very sad. Wake up, bro. Wake the f up. I was cool at some point, Kris. Damn, bro. You really did f up. All we can do.
Damn, bro. You really did fuck up. Dude, that cuts so... That's bad. Damn, bro. You really fucked up.
Do is pray for him.
Speed, I'm watching the stream while you try not to laugh.
It's honestly not very funny. It's actually pretty sad. He's essentially a cautionary tale in what happens.
I don't feel bad for Kris because you put other people in a negative situation for your own levels of sexual deviance. And like, I have compassion for people that are trans, but when you involve other people, especially when they're underage, in your validation, that compassion evaporates. Like, this is like a fucking desert of compassion at this point. Like, there's no compassion. I don't feel bad for you at all. Should not have that happen. No compassion, bro. I think people like, I mean, people have mental problems. They do. They have mental problems, and they see themselves in a way that they don't identify in their mind. And I bet that dissonance is uncomfortable. And I think that it's okay to acknowledge that. It's okay to give that some legitimacy and to acknowledge that these people are suffering. There's people that suffer from all kinds of things. It doesn't mean that you have to go along with every pronoun and you have to believe that they're a real woman and you have to do everything else. But you can acknowledge on a personal human level that, like, oh man, I bet if I felt that way, that would be awful. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's normal. I'm not saying you have to go along with any of this shit, but you can have a level of human compassion for somebody going through some bullshit, but the compassion goes away, just like what I said with Lindsay Clancy. That shit goes away when you kill your kids. It goes away. I don't care about the way you feel anymore. Mental health only matters until you hurt somebody else, and now you're a problem.
You goon too close to the sun. I also stole the thumbnail idea from this dude, but hey, that's how mafia work.
You ripped apart your family and took a father figure away from your son just so you could paint your nails and act zesty. Pathetic. He will get torn apart at school, won't want to have friends around his house, a life full of difference and being alone.
Oh no.
But that's true, by the way. Like, kids don't have to... Kids, bro...
Latest short on that Kris Tyson channel is playing a Roblox. If you're playing Roblox above the age of 18...
So you telling me, wait a minute, hold up. Let me listen to this again.
His house, a life full of difference and being alone.
Oh no, the latest short on that Kris Tyson channel is playing a Roblox. If you're playing
Roblox, so... Is this a metaphor of fishing where the fish are?
Blocks above the age of 18, newsflash.
So during all that, even when I was like rotting in bed for like the first 6 months of my transition, the literal only time I'd leave my house was to go film, and I'd immediately go right back.
So Tucker, 10 years down the road, when you're 9.5 years old and watching this, what do you want him to know?
I was cool at some point.
It's like that meme, what did it cost? Everything. All of Kris's friends are gone. Career is absolutely obliterated. Reputation is in the absolute toilet, and the family...
I think that really, like, even if you ruined your entire professional career to be trans, I think that's actually kind of based. Because you get to live the life that you think that you deserve. You get to be who you think you are. The only problem that I have with this is that you hurt other people and you talk to minors. Like, that's really, bro, he had a beautiful family. Exactly. Like, so let me finish what I said before you crash out. Shut the fuck up. Like, I get it. I get what I'm saying, but I'm talking about, like, as an individual.
He is gone as well. Kris's
That's kind of two big ones. You got that. Yeah.
TikTok hasn't been active since 2022. However, this apparent fan account was posted until 24. And while I can't conclusively say that is Kris Tyson, like, who would make a fan account of this? From being a star at Mr. Beast to working in the movie theater, I guess this is just the legacy of Kris Tyson. Yep. Subscribe to my channel if you missed the old Kris.
I was cool at some point.
Jesus.
But unfortunately, we ran out of time for today's video.
God damn.
Entitlement
Like,
of
give
these
me
white
a minute.
liberals.
Oh no. Okay, all right. We're not ready for that one yet. So, how'd the guy fuck this shit up that bad? I think that people just are uncomfortable about the trans stuff. So, like, what happens is that, and I think YouTube is a great example of how this works, because YouTube is a free market, and it's a free market that's completely controlled by the population, and it's an international population for the most part. So if you do something or act a certain way that people just don't generally approve of, it doesn't really matter what, a company says. It doesn't matter what YouTube even says. You're just not gonna, you're not gonna succeed. Like, YouTube is the ultimate free market. And I think that that's one of the best things about it. Is it based to live like a kangaroo because your mental illness tells you to? If you are happier living as a kangaroo, while you are not being a drain on society or hurting other people about you, other people by your behavior, yeah, I think it's based. I think that self-actualization and being able to live the way that you want to live with no restrictions is the pinnacle of the human experience and existence. And whether that means being 600 pounds, having $600 million, having 600 wives, or, having 600 genders, the only problem that I have is when it hurts somebody else. That's it. I think that is the pinnacle of human self-actualization. I know it might sound stupid or whatever, but fundamentally, you've got to keep in mind, 600 wives. Yeah, maybe that might be too much. But, in general, that's how I see things. Like, you can do whatever you want to do. You can be whatever you want to be, but you can't involve other people in your behavior and then expect to be absolved of criticism. Not at the cost of others. Yeah, exactly, right? It's like, be a furry, be BDSM, do any of that stuff, right? But don't hurt other people. That's it. And, being generous. I'm finally becomes a libertarian. I've always been a libertarian. With
Massive day for the unemployed. Whatever happened to Kris?
Actually, I'm glad that actually replayed, because I forgot to link the video. I'm going to link you guys the video. WestJet makes good videos. I like him. I'm going to link you guys the video. It's really, that was a good video. That was actually a very good video. It's kind of fair, right? It's definitely fair.